Muted it unmuted. Oh. What is going on, everybody? TJ and Matt here with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports, and welcome to the official midday, late night, not late night, but short night, I don't know, afternoon slate here with DB.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's get it. What's up, guys? Thank you guys for being here. We're so pumped to have you. We love you guys. Seriously, thank you so much for tuning in. Already 50 of you in here. If you guys could hit the like button, we would greatly appreciate it. We hope everybody had a fantastic Halloween yesterday. Hope you guys were safe. Hope you guys got some candy. Matt, I know you got some candy. It sounds like
dude, I have to send you some pictures.
Right now. I don't know. Okay.
Dude, Noah was so adorable last night.
No context. Just send me pictures. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. As long as they're of Noah and nothing else, then I'm excited for that. I don't know what you have in mind. Guys, we're going to be looking to build some. Ashton said, let's go, Matt and TJ. Okay, that's the great. Matt, that was actually really generous of you, what you did. And I actually tweeted it out. Matt said if this live stream gets 1K likes, he'll buy someone in the stream a new car. Right now we're at 9 likes.
If it does, I will definitely do that.
We're at 9 likes. You guys heard it here first. So if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you smash that like button so Matt can buy somebody in here a new car. So that's pretty cool. Matt, how you doing?
I'm so excited because this is legitimately the first time I have placed a bet today, other than the one I tweeted out earlier. So
that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, there has been some really good volume and some value today.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wednesdays,
I
man,
have
for NBA. There's a full slate of games.
Wednesdays for NBA, we got 13 games tonight. So I'm going to pick up chips from daycare at like 5:45, and I'm planting my ass in this seat until 7:10 because I'm gonna just gobble up all of the injury news once it actually breaks and just take advantage of all these DFS snaps. Hopefully, we see something while we're on stream, like that first night when we had LaMelo Ball, which I still think about every single night. We were able to take advantage of, I think it was Barstool, and we also took advantage of parlay play, which was fantastic. But yeah, we're always looking for late slate breaking injury news that we can hop on and take advantage of. But yeah, Matt, let's jump in. Where do you want to start? Want to start with Prizepicks?
I mean,
anything you want to discuss prior to jumping in?
No,
I see you're already building off fantasy scores.
I tweeted about this last night. I have personally just been hammering volume. I think you guys should also do this. The one thing that I always like get questions about is bankroll management, and especially with the correlation tool. We're not talking about the correlation tool. We're just talking about betting in general right now.
In general.
I'm going to be putting out a bankroll management video sometime this week, probably tomorrow.
I think a lot of people are going to like
that. More importantly, it's going to answer so many of your questions. The first thing to like kind of note and just state is that if you are a new sports bettor, there's, I don't know the exact percent chance, but there's like a probably 9% chance that you're entering too much on each specific slip that you're entering, especially if you are a fantasy player. Guys, keep in mind, we're literally entering parlays every single time, whether it's secured or not insured, whatever. We're still we're trying to hit these slips with under the assumption that it's going to go 5 of 5. Like, just think about that logically. That doesn't make sense to be taking $10 out of your $100 bankroll and be putting down on these slips. Like, logically, that doesn't make sense. So if you're watching this for the first time and you are struggling with just like trusting the process, start right there. Start with scaling back your unit size, but also scaling up your volume. And you will see success. Even if you're making $20 a night. Who cares? Nobody's pointing fingers. There's a guy in our Discord. Won't say his exact name, but it's Kevin Mays. That's his name. And he has grown his bankroll literally from the very beginning. I don't know what his unit size is. I don't know how much he makes.
It was like,
I know he's a weapon.
His unit size to begin was like 20 cents. He would just play like when Prizepicks used to have like their $1 their happy hour. That's when he would thrive. Wild. And he's come a long way. He really has. Yeah,
and if you just look at his ROI, dude, it's just like it's up substantially every single month because he has that comfortability to just scale. And that's, it just goes to show you that trusting the process really does work. Anyway, I wanted to get that out of the way.
It's funny you say that because I have a lot of friends now that are starting to, they obviously know what you and I do. And they're like, oh, sweet. Like, you have a tool that shows me like what the profitable plays are. Like, I can make money. I was like, yeah, I mean, you have to do it the proper way. They're like, all right, I just put $100 on Prizepicks. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, what do you got for Prizepicks? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, here we go. And I'll try to help them as best as I can. And then all of a sudden they'll be like, all right, I got two $50 entries. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. And then they lose. And then they text me later and be like, dude, like, what the hell? Like, I thought I was supposed to win. And it's just like, you don't get it. And that's fine. But like, you just don't get it. So yeah, make that bankroll video, please. And then I can send it to all my friends who text me constantly and are like, hey, you got any plays? I got $50 that I want to put on one slip. I'm just like, all right, well, please don't text me.
Golden rule is 1% or less. 1% might even be too aggressive if you're literally just putting 6 flexes all day. And even parlay play users, like, obviously. So maybe 0.5%, right? We're at the point, TJ. This isn't like a big flex or anything, but like we have the bankroll to play with, and like our unit size is a dollar amount, not necessarily a percentage. But we know it's less than 1% of our bankroll. So that's that's the thing. Anyway, I haven't taken these plays. Let's start out by talking about these fantasy scores. LeBron James, what's going on with him? Why is he set to 43? Is he just not playing? Is that a thing? Wow, that's a glitch on our screen. If you guys can see that PRA, it's like code of PRA on Prizepicks.
Oh, on Prizepicks? Yeah, Prizepicks has been they've had that glitch up for a little bit now, I think. I think that was there today as well. But yeah, LeBron, man, just hasn't
playing
looked
or
LeBron-ish.
playing well.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both. Yeah, I mean, look, the guy's 38. He's in his 21st season. I mean, Lakers make playoffs, then kind of rely on LeBron. I think the most he played like 40 minutes against Sacramento. But yeah, he doesn't look bad. But I mean, shit, he's 38-year-old LeBron.
Yeah. I mean, I just saw this for the first time. I haven't been looking at his minutes, but I can only assume.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to see because guess what? The market is putting this a little bit too high. So he should be priced lower here, the 40.5. We're going to talk about this. I'm taking all the top 5, including Jaylen Brown and Derek White. People are going to hate that. I mean, Jaylen Brown, last game. Yeah. Last game, he went ballistic, dude. Right?
Fuck you.
From what I saw from your tweets, he just went bananas.
He was unconscious. Yeah, he was disgusting. He was a man on a mission.
Yeah. So anyway, I took the top 5 unders. Let's talk about why these are plus EV. Go ahead and get these. And I haven't even, you know what? I'm going to go and put this slip in. But again, like based on how quickly these get bumped, I'm not even going to spend the time putting in slips. And a lot of you guys will call me frauds. I literally don't care about placing bets myself. I care more about educating you guys. Like genuinely, that's why this whole tool was invented in the first place. Like if I wanted to keep this all to myself, I would have a long time ago. So if you guys want to tail these slips, I'm not going to enter them in on the screen. Make sure they don't get bumped, whatever. You guys know the normal process for my sniping with value. So I'm just going to give you guys as many plays as we humanly possibly can and just go over why they're plus EV because I feel like that's the whole reason why we're streaming, TJ. So this very first play here, LeBron James, as we were just talking about, looks a little bit too aggressive. What we do is we take the average sportsbook odds of each one of these player props that go into the fantasy score projections. He just got bumped. So see, this is why I don't enter. I tried to enter the first one.
You bumped it, dude. Yeah, right. You entered it. Come on.
So what we do here is we take the fantasy score multipliers, right? So let's say LeBron James is set to, let's say his point projection given this is probably what, 20-ish points, 20, right?
Yeah, 22.
We'll call it 22. 22 times the multiplier of his fantasy score on the scoring chart. That would be 22 times 1. Same thing for the rebounds. Let's call it 7. 7 times 1.2. We add that all together per sportsbook, and then we give you what the sportsbooks would give a value to for a fantasy score if they were to use the same player prop multipliers for Prizepicks. Based on all that knowledge, they're setting us, hey, closer to 40.5. It's set to 43.5. Now it's 43. It's still too high. Take the under. That's all we're saying based on the sportsbook knowledge. And it's really good to see that all these sportsbooks agree that it should be closer to 40.5. Good to have more sportsbook data.
More book agreements.
So that exact same logic applies all the way through all these players. So you guys will see them readjust because sportsbooks adjust all their odds. They're even player props. Anyway, that's the first slip of today. I think we just keep on going along here with Prizepicks.
A couple comments from MU staff. I don't like the fantasy scores. The tool was invented to make you money. If it wasn't, it would be free. Okay.
What?
Nothing, Matt. You created the tool so that you could just fill your pockets full of cash.
I did.
Come on, we all know.
Yeah, that's all I did. You know what?
That's all you care about. You haven't helped anybody out. You haven't helped anybody, big dog.
It's really cool to see too, because ever since we have released the optimizer over the past 2 years, like seeing the amount of sharps come out from the other side has just been incredible. Oh, yeah. That's all. That makes it all worth it. Everybody has their own process, but the amount of people that we've seen just win hundreds of thousands of dollars is just incredible. Really is. Yeah. All the biggest screenshots that were tweeted at us this morning.
Yeah, a lot today. There are always a bunch of people using it until we love it. Now, what else are we looking at?
I got Desmond Bane. Yeah, I got Desmond Bane under rebounds. I think that's what it is.
Yep,
under assists. Sorry.
Under assists. Yep, good call. A ton of fantasy scores, man. A ton of NBA fantasy scores.
Yeah, I think we got to take them. They're really good.
Yeah, we have DeAndre Ayton under 30.5. Dylan Brooks was somebody that Dustin and I took earlier under 21. Giannis is up here under 49.5. We got Sengun under 39. D'Lo up here under 28.5. We also have some nice MLB props up here, Matt. We got a 3-1 series in the World Series. Any thoughts on that?
Absolutely none. I don't even. Is it the Diamondbacks and Rangers, right?
Yeah, the only reason. Dustin told me last night was a good game. He asked if I watched any, and I said, Dustin, anybody in here could offer me $100 and I wouldn't watch that game.
That's actually a thing. I don't think I would either. I don't think I would watch it for $100.
No, he was like, "Oh yeah, you're rich, dude." I was like, "Nope, it has nothing to do with me having money or not having money. It has just 100% of me not wanting to ever watch baseball."
Yeah, that's true.
It's absolutely.
I think the only time I'd ever watch baseball is if like the Orioles made the World Series, and even then I'd be halfway interested. Like it's. Anyway, we're gonna lose viewers, guys. The very top 5 plays here after the top 5 that I just entered. Desmond Bane under 5 assists, Ayton under 30.5 fantasy score, Brooks under fantasy score. Giannis, how has he looked with Lillard, by the way? under
Lillard's?
49.5, and then Sangoon under 39. That's the slip you guys can see on the screen.
Okay.
How's he looked?
Slip number 2. I mean, Giannis is Giannis. Lillard's
That's a low projection. That's why I'm wondering.
Yeah, Lillard's looked a little meh. They'll figure it out. They got to start to mesh a little bit better. I think after game 1, it was they're the best 1-2 combo in the NBA. Yeah. But
the thing is when you have like talent like that, like it just takes time to figure out, and like you got to think about it. Like Lillard and Giannis have never had like that much talent aside each other.
They have to adjust, figure out how to play with one another. Yep.
So much. Like who gets the ball in crunch time? Who doesn't?
Oh, Dame does. Get Giannis away in the fourth.
I don't think
especially
that
late.
should happen at all.
I mean, come on, guy can't even hit free throws.
I mean, we can get into this.
Great, I didn't delete the chat. We got MU staff calling us sarcastic. We got people agree. You guys are trying to cause a mutiny. What's going on here? Chill out, guys.
Over 3.5.
Jesus Christ. Chill out.
I'm building slips.
Are you? I know you are. I'm talking about chat. We're getting steamrolled over here.
Oh, why? Why now?
Thank you, Joe. We'll definitely take that into consideration. No, just the guy called out, and there's one guy, Brian, agreeing with him. We created a tool to make money. Guys, like, what the...
To make money for ourselves or make money for other people?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's just move past it. People are people.
I mean, that's usually how business works. I mean, we're all here to make money, so...
Right. No, we're scumbags.
Sure.
We're scumbags.
Proud us.
All right, so Trae Young under 3.5 turnovers, you said?
Under. Oh, you're right. I almost said it. I almost entered it.
You said over, didn't you?
Yeah. Dude, these have all been under. So Jordan Poole under fantasy score. We have Russell under 28.5. Gordon Hayward under 28.5. Trae Young under 3.5 turnovers. And then Karl Anthony Towns under 36.5. TJ, why this is plus EV? If we take a look at the turnovers for Trae Young, 1-to-1 match on the sports books. Each one of these American lines, all they represent is a price that you would pay for this exact under. In a 5-man flex on Prizepicks, you get this exact same line projection on the under at minus 119. The average odds across the industry minus 140, completely different. Not only that, like, again, you can enter these on straight bets on the sports books, on these respective sports books, but people don't like to peel back the math behind this and the price that you get per individual slip. Again, we have a breakdown on our YouTube channel, but also you can go to the plus EV tab here and you can filter by what the best slip type is per the price that you would be paying per slip type. So you can do a 4-man power. You're playing minus 120. It's still better than that mark that we just looked at, minus 140 implied odds, especially with all these fantasy scores up here. Like, you can get away with a plus EV slip here, even playing a 4-man power. So again, this eliminates all of the thinking for you. All you have to do is simply select the slip type that you want to play, and it shows you the plays that you should be entering up to a certain point. So given the percent odds to hit.
Someone asked, is Dame out tonight? No, not that I'm aware of. I don't think he's out. What's the lowest percent probability to hit that we should take? Lewis, it depends on the slip type. It depends on the app that you're playing on. And again, like Matt just described, you can use that plus EV drop-down box, and that will filter out and let you know what plays are viable for which slip type. Are there sportsbook odds that you ever weigh heavier as you consider the edge it gives? Yes. Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to consider with sports books. The volume is the main thing. Like, Betano is a Canadian sports book, whereas DraftKings, FanDuel, BetMGM, like, you can throw them all together, American sports books, and they clearly are the biggest in the entire US, right? Mm-hmm. So they get plenty of player prop volume. So you got to think that so many sharps are hammering one side or the other of these player props all day long. They're adjusting the news. We're not even talking about opening lines at this point. We're talking about the entire market adjusting. People like Alex, right? Hammering thousands of dollars. People like myself hammering a bunch of money on one side or the other. And if you guys are in a legal sportsbook state, millions of dollars. If you guys are in a legal sportsbook state, you're hammering one side or the other of these bets, and that's why we use these as the most accurate projections. Pinnacle, also known to be one of the sharper sports books. That's mainly for game lines, but also something to take into consideration. So anyway, we put this from left to right in terms of like how we prioritize these books. Again, they're all good price points. Like, obviously, Betano is pretty in line with these other sports books. So they're, the more data points, the better. So that being said, I do weight more here on the left side of the sports books. DraftKings, FanDuel, Barstool, Pinnacle, like all these American sports books are pretty sharp.
Yep. Middle's been crazy today. Yeah, middles have been really good. Clay, you get it. Exactly, Clay, you get it. What else do we have here? Jalen said, what's the best slip type for the parlay play slide the line? Or does it just depend on the odds? Certainly just depends on the odds, Jalen. Right now, the best slip type over on parlay play is the 6-man uninsured slip. You get a 40 times payout if you go 6 for 6.
Yeah, I can't believe this Jason Sanders play hasn't gotten bumped. Is that because he's always in the red zone, but I feel like they never kick a field goal?
Who was it, Matt?
Jason Sanders for the Dolphins, the kicker.
Yeah.
Like, he was up here last week and he completely flopped because he hit 2 field goals. But
right.
There's so much juice on this under, and people are just afraid to take. I feel like people are just afraid to take field goal unders, man.
We took him in a slip earlier, and he's still up there, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty crazy. We have someone did mention middles, Matt. There are some really good middles right now between Hot Streak and Prizepicks. Specifically, that one up top for Nipple. Is that his name? NPL.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him Nipple.
It really is.
It looks like. Yeah, it looks like he was at 28.5. He's set to 29.5, but still 3.5 kills off between Prizepicks and Hot Streak. Jock Market had it to 30, so don't like it as much now. But that 28.5 number would have been a really good middle opportunity between Hot Streak and Prizepicks. We still can play it and get that middle of 3.5 kills. I mean, that's like saying. That's like seeing Nikola Jokic, right? Set to 32 PRA, or that's too mean. Let's say Jaylen Brown, 32 PRA on one app, and then 29.5 on another. Like you don't see that type of discrepancy when it comes to major sports, but when it comes to these niche markets like esports, specifically CS:GO, League of Legends, etc., there's so many opportunities to middle between 2 different DFS apps that hopefully people are taking advantage of. We have a really cool tool that actually does that for you by comparing DFS apps back to DFS apps. That's our DFS middling tool that Matt and I scan every single night when the CSGO board drops because there are crazy, crazy, crazy discrepancies between DFS apps. And we have field days on Hot Streak. Field days.
Yeah. Yes. And there's a couple good plays there for Hot Streak as we speak. Oh, yeah. But also, let's go ahead and build some of these niche market middles for NBA while we're on the topic. I'm throwing a nipple too because we've already mentioned them. But there's a lot of 3 points attempted discrepancies like all the time between like underdog. We can even throw in Heap here. Sure. Throw in Heap. Is he from the opposing team or no? Heap. Nah, that's completely different. That's awesome. Oh, wait. Who are they playing? Heap. Eyeballers doesn't show. What time does it show? 2:30. 2:30. All right. It's the second one. So Heap's another good one. I know this is an NBA stream, so we'll keep going down. But yeah, there's a niche market, 3 points attempted. As you can see here, 0.5 off. Like, that's huge. It's going to move the needle. So we're going to take the over of Trae Young, 3 points attempted on Prizepicks, take the under on underdog. I think we can switch over. I think it's a good transition, actually, after we take this slip. I have Jaylen Brown under 3 points attempted. I have Nipple under 32. Heap over 28.5. I have Trae Young over 7 3 points attempted, and then I have Halliburton over 7 3 points attempted, and that's the slip.
Love it,
dude. Yeah, somebody, Dustin. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Somebody tweeted me an all middling slip with 3 points made. The other, was it last night? I think
it was probably 2 nights ago because Dustin and I actually Monday afternoon we took advantage of a couple 3-point attempt discrepancies between Prizepicks and UD that were 1.5 to 2 off from Prizepicks to UD. We gave out a 5 flex slip on Prizepicks and a 3-man uninsured slip on UD. We hit the 3-man uninsured slip on underdog, and then the Prizepicks slip ended up going 3 for 5, so we got a 0.4 times return. But there were a ton more, and a lot of them middled to, like Trae Young and AE were 1.5 and 2 3-pointers off, and they both middled to perfection.
Oh, that's amazing.
And there were a couple other that also did the same on Monday that we just didn't include in that Prizepicks slip. So I'm assuming it was Monday when that happened.
Yeah, I mean, that's incredible. And middles happen more often than you would think. I didn't realize these were 1 off. So this could land on 6 or 7. You're fine on both apps. That's amazing.
Yep. Correct.
And it only has to happen more than 5% of the time to be profitable on both apps, which is freaking insane if you think about. This only has to middle. This only has to land on 6 or 7 higher than 5% of the time in the long term for you to be profitable in both apps. That should ring a bell right there. Like, that should make the light bulb come on that you guys should be middling these. Who cares if he lands on 8? Guys, we're playing the long-term game. Like, you need to trust the math here. Take the over of Jaylen Brown, 6, 3 points made if you middled this on Prizepicks, and then I'm looking for the other one. Trae Young under 7.5. That's not as good, but I'm still willing to take it. We want this to land on 7, right? Under 7 3 points made, and Halliburton under 7. Love that.
Hey Matt,
What's up?
we have a boosted payout over on Underdog right now.
Oh, I'm sure you
There's
do.
a couple of them. If you haven't,
Huh?
You don't have one.
Well, it's funny because I never get them. So.
Well, I mean that's what happens because you're just so good. But there is a boosted payout right now for Marcus Simeon, 1.5 total basis. Okay, there's a really good play.
Okay.
Yeah, there's total bases. Right now, it has a 50.08% chance to go over. So, it's essentially we're flipping a coin. But with that being said, we have a really strong leg to pair it with. Michael Porter under 6.5 rebounds. 55.2% chance to hit on that under. All the sports books currently set to 6.5 with pretty heavy juice on the under. So, do we want to build out a slip now?
Which play did you say?
Michael Porter under 6.5 rebounds.
Okay, ironically, there's a Michael Porter 3 points attempted. Prizepicks has their set to 7, and same does parlay play on the underdogs set to 6. So we have book support there. So can take that as well. That's 62%. Just saying.
Now we can't play both, but I will allow you to overrule me here because I just need to do something Michael Porter Jr. Whether it's under boards or it's 3 points attempted.
I think 3 points attempted is a more fun sweat, in my opinion.
All right, let's do it.
I think you lock that in.
So the over 6 3 points attempted, and then we're gonna take what was it? Simeon, it was 50.08 to go over, which is just crazy.
How much book support? I'm assuming like the entire market too.
Yeah, everybody has it set to -115 or -120. Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Pinnacle -115, along with DraftKings, Barstool, BetMGM, and Bovada. Fliff has it at -125, and then Caesars and BetOnline both have it at -119.
That's incredible.
So yeah, it's just straight across the board of it's chaos. It's chaos.
So we have another slip. If you guys have already taken advantage of the boosted pay, I think we start this next slip with a Michael Porter over 6 3 points made, and we add on some more middling opportunity. I think we're just going to find a bunch of plays here. Damian Lillard under 3 points made lands on 9 here. You win on both apps, on Parlay Play and on Underdog. So that's another.
Marv asked if Chalkboard is any good. Yeah, so Chalkboard is something that we plan to add to our tools hopefully sooner rather than later. If you guys haven't downloaded Chalkboard, you can use code DGF, 100% match up to your first $100 deposit. Also, Chalkboard currently has 2 discounted props. And Matt, one really cool thing about Chalkboard is they don't actually max out how much you can put on their discounted props, which is fucking bananas.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so they're running a promo right now for two different props. They currently have Kristaps Porzingis PRA discounted from 30.5 to 25.5, and then they have Jason Tatum's PRA discounted from 40.5 down to 35.5. And again, so those are 2 PRA discounts, and there's no max entry on either of these. So it's not limited to $5, $10, $20, etc. You can legitimately go on, and if depending on your actual limits on that app, you could go and pair this with another play for $1,000 and get that 5 PRA discount on either one of these props.
Are you encouraging me to throw $1,000 on Chalkboard?
I already do have it there, but yeah. So again, if you guys want to download Chalkboard, we're looking to add those to our tools as soon as possible. You can use code DGF, get ahead of the game, 100% match up to your first $100 deposit. But yeah, I do my best to try to find pairs when it comes to this map, old school way. But yeah, the fact that they don't have a max on the discount props is bananas. Now, when they do discount like a point prop on Luka to like 0.5 something like that, like that's maxed out obviously because that's just crazy, like a flash sale. But when it comes to these smaller prop discounts where they're discounting a player prop, anywhere from 4 to 6 points or PRA whatever, there's no max entry.
That's incredible. And again, we are partnered, guys, already. So if you use code DGF, 100% matchup to $100, and we will be adding them to our optimizer shortly. Like we have so many things that are coming down our to-do list, and it's honestly hard to prioritize. So that's one of them, though. That's one of them. We'll be adding Chalkboard to our list.
Hey, Matt, we also just got a question about Better.
Better's on there too, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's on the list, guys. We're working on it.
Me and Jake Paul going back and forth. Don't worry.
I actually got he finally messaged me back
Yeah.
and he was like, "Hey man," he called me champ and I was like, "What's up, dude?" And he was like, "What's up, champ? You and Matt killing it. You guys should come out to my fight." And we were just like, "Nah, man.
Yeah.
We,
Yeah.
we we're Logan guys, you know." None of that happened. None of that. We are trying to get better at it, to optimize it.
Oh man. Oh man.
People might actually believe that, so I wanted to make sure that was clear.
The amount
No
of
one would believe that.
the amount of people that would actually believe that, dude, the amount of people that get been out of shape in my comment section whenever I tweet out like a Wemby tweet is just insane. You see those tweets, right?
Oh yeah, I tweeted about Wemby being trash the other night, and
Just people just went at you.
No,
I'm
not as much
Spurs
as I
fan.
not as much as I would have thought, but it was funny because there were a couple people. I tweeted it like late last night. There were a couple people like this morning and like early this afternoon that were still tweeting at me about it. And I was like, guys, this is good.
Yeah, I honestly like I get so many notifications now whenever I tweet out like a tweet like that. I don't even check my comments anymore. It's just I know I'm just getting absolutely railed.
Oh yeah, you just get berated, buddy. You got 48,000 followers on Twitter. Of course, you're gonna have people that hate your guts. I'm one of them.
Yeah. So you're always one of those guys. We have a good bunch of middles here, not middles, but a good what?
Chalkboard did it again. They just dropped the total rebounds for AD from 13.5 Matt to 10.5, and then LeBron from 7.5 to 6.5 with no max entry on either one.
Yeah, that's nuts.
A 3 rebound discount on AD from 13.5 down to 10.5, and you can legitimately put.
Do they not know math?
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm cooking on parlay play. We switch gears because there's a really good AJ Brown discrepancy here. FanDuel just released their opening lines. I get it that FanDuel isn't always the most accurate, but neither is parlay play. Can confirm that. If there's this big of a middle, 12 yards is what we're showing here. In terms of a middling up, if you guys have FanDuel, I would hit the over on FanDuel and then turn around and hit the under. That's 12 yards. Guys, even for a player like AJ Brown, that's still huge. 12 yards? You kidding me? Imagine.
You want to hear something sad?
What?
And it's about AJ Brown.
Oh.
And it's about my fantasy football team.
Okay.
I had the opportunity 3 weeks ago to trade it was I don't even remember who it was now. I forget what it was. I could have got AJ Brown, but instead I wanted Diggs, and I was fleecing the guy, and he was ready to do it, and I didn't do it. I'm very upset with myself. Doesn't matter. Fantasy football is done.
Fantasy football is done, and it's even better now that we found Jalen Hurts. He is set to 10 yards smaller. Yeah,
that's going to pay out shift you. It's going to pay out shift you.
Oh, do they have?
Yeah, we tried to do it earlier,
sure?
Dustin and I did. Yep, positive. Mm-hmm. We tried to do, there were a couple good props up there for the Dolphins. I
didn't know that was for NBA, or I thought that was just for NBA.
Yeah. No, they've transferred that over to NFL. Yeah, we were trying to pair Tua with either Waddle or Tyreek Hill because
we removed those on the middle too. Yeah, or no?
Say it again.
Have we removed parlay play from NFL too on our correlation tool?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we can't do that. We cannot have them showing at all, especially because CJ Stroud is another good one. Guys, I'm just building. I'm just cooking over here.
Yeah. Kids cooking with gas, Matt. Just make sure you're you're talking about it while you're going, baby.
So you can do this a 5-man insured because the AJ Brown play is so good. I might as well just try to lock this in now. AJ Brown under 94.5 receiving yards. Jalen Johnson under 10.5 rebounds plus assists. Vooch less than 14.5 rebounds plus assists. Evan Mobley under 10.5 rebounds. CJ Stroud over 232.5 passing yards. That's a 5-man insured slip. And CJ Stroud has a ton of book support too. This thing is way off. This thing's going to come up. This thing's going to get bumped. You guys should be taking this ASAP. He is set to 241.5 across all the books. Even has some slight juice on the over on Fliff. I mean, there's not too much weight there, but some slight juice on the over on Barstool as well. So yeah.
Hey Matt, what was that fourth play? It was Mobley, correct?
Mobley under 10.5
rebounds. Yeah, that shit's not hitting. That guy sucks. Okay. And then it was CJ Stroud. You said.
Yep.
Over pass yards. That's a really good play.
Yeah, it is good. Again, there's so many plays on parlay play. We just talked about their ability to nerf correlation, but there's still so much value on here. If you're legitimately just looking for value, and especially on nights like tonight, I can imagine, TJ, this is something I would prioritize if I were you when news hits to switch over to parlay play, because they're slower.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my process when news does hit is actually I'll fixate more on Prizepicks and UD to try to pick them off because I know they're quicker, knowing in the back of my head that parlay play is going to be a little bit slower to adjust.
I see.
So if anything, try to get Prizepicks underdog first, then move to parlay play second, knowing that parlay play I'm going to have a little bit more wiggle room. Yeah, because if I go to parlay play immediately, and for whatever reason I'm too slow to even get value on parlay play, I already know that I 100% missed out on UD and Prizepicks. So I'd rather try to dip my toes in every single basket instead of just fixating on one. But yeah, I do get that. Yeah, parlay play, they can nerf correlation, they can add payout shifts, whatever. But in terms of just sheer volume for plus EV plays,
look at that, dude. I just filtered by 6-man non-insured, and I just keep scrolling.
Yeah. So guys, if you haven't downloaded parlay play, you can use code DGF 100% match up to your first $100 deposit. I feel like Dustin and I talk about it every day in our afternoon stream. Like, yeah, they can continue to try to nerf this, but as long as that 6-man uninsured slip still has a 40 times payout, we'll continue to try to build slips that way. It only takes one. We can lose 38 slips, and we can find that one golden child that hits.
Yeah.
Profitable. That's all it takes. Literally takes one. That's it.
Yeah, it's a great point because, again, the reason why these are all so good in terms of value is because that 6-man insured slip does exist. Like, Prizepicks simply doesn't offer a 6-man non-insured. The value that you get on this minus 117 implied odds compared to Prizepicks' 119 does really matter, because when you get down in the weeds here, in terms of a percent odds to hit, you're looking for anything higher than about 53.9, I think is the cutoff. So compared to 54.24 to 26, whatever you want to call it, on Prizepicks, I mean, there's a lot more plays here that are on that cusp of being plus EV when you look at Prizepicks compared to parlay play, which is why we do love parlay play in terms of their overall value.
Yes. Do you ever think Prizepicks will come out with a 6-leg non-insured slip?
Oh, I thought you said parlay play. I was like, did you just not listen? I think they will.
I think they will too.
The one good thing about DFS in general, guys, and we talk about this all the time, the amount of promos, the amount of changes, the amount of things that is constantly going on so that these guys continue to undercut the competition is insane. Like, there's no better opportunity than now. Just simply observe the market. And because, again, the reason why parlay play is able to adjust these payouts and change them, because they did that, a month or two ago, because they're growing at that rate. So imagine these other DFS apps come in, hey, we're going to offer better payouts. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do all kinds of things to undercut our competition so that you guys will deposit money on their apps. But us as sharp sports bettors know to take advantage of those opportunities. Correct. RIP NHA. So that's all I'll say there.
Rest in piss, NHA.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Shaden Sharp under 3.5. That's Cliffbanger. Yeah. We can switch over to Fliff. There's always good plays on Fliff. Dude, I've been picking them off. Yeah. I know you have. Turned to the round. Fliff, nice. I haven't hit this one, though. Let's go ahead and I'll take the under on Fliff.
What, Shaden Sharp? You haven't taken it yet?
I have not.
What are you doing? You living under a rock, buddy? Come on.
Yeah, it's literally living in a cave and just doing nothing but working.
Yeah, so for whatever reason, and I just find this hysterical, hold on, what is Shaden, is Shaden Sharp at minus 115 on the under?
Like,
is it actually? You're on Fliff, it's showing minus 115?
Yes.
That's incredible because everybody is on this play right now, Matt. I think it opened up at minus 110.
Like on the over or under?
No, on the under. It moved to minus 1. It moved to minus 115. Then when Dustin and I actually saw it, I didn't look at the optimizer for like 2 straight hours. It was at minus 115. We took the under. I tweeted it out. They bumped it to minus 120. All right. All of these books currently, the market average sits at minus 163. So Fliff moved their line a little bit closer from minus 115. They're back down to minus 115. No idea what they're doing. They must have gotten a ton of money on that minus 115 number, bumped it to minus 120, obviously, to somewhat adjust. And then for whatever reason, they're back down to minus 115. So I have no idea what the hell's going on. But I really need Shaden Sharp to go under 3.5 assists. Like big time. I need big time.
We maxed out the 250, right? So that's what I did too. Hopefully we can double up or close to double up there with that minus 115 line.
Yeah, until we see that Shaden Sharp has 3 assists in the first quarter, and I take this phone and I throw it off that deck.
I have been increasing my volume so much, and the best place to do it is on Fliff, guys, because it's the easiest to get volume, clearly. even if these aren't 50-50 lines like we're used to seeing on these player props, all kinds of stuff, dude. Like we got the Falcons minus 19.5. Hey, listen, I even for me that looks terrifying. But look, plus 750. Comparing that to the market, FanDuel at plus 560, and then Caesars plus 448. Imagine like $100 sports bettor places that on that line. That's the difference between $200 between almost $200 between FanDuel and Flip, and then another $100 over $100 comparing that to then Caesars. Like you're literally making hundreds of dollars by just simply placing it on a different app, which is insane. Insane. If you have the volume here, I would focus on pulling back your unit size and focusing on Flip. I mean, this really shows you how to plus EV bet by increasing your volumes and pulling back your unit size. So if you haven't downloaded Flip, I mean, best place to do it. Increase that volume, really understand, get a feel for how it works. That being said, I've also had like the worst bad variance on Flip for whatever reason. It happens.
Yeah, I had my Flip account up to almost 9K, and that was after I went on an absolute rampage at the beginning of October. I tweeted out a majority of the plays actually, which was great. I love watching other people cash with me. And then I kind of cooled off a little bit, but we're starting to build back up there.
Mikal Bridges over 2.5 assists also looks very good. If you guys are looking for like a really high percent odds to hit, minus 155 on Flip, but across the entire market over 200 on some of these books.
Yeah,
wild.
Yeah. See now, Matt, that might be something that I'd look to parlay. Like I might not look to play Mikal Bridges straight up. I might look to play it with Texas
I'm trying
A&M.
to grow these guys' bankroll, and you are just over here just like, you know what? Nah, we're parlaying
Buddy,
this.
you literally retweeted somebody that parlay played a Flip play an hour ago. So don't you dare. Oh, yeah. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Oh,
come on, buddy.
Man.
Come on.
That's a random prop.
You can
Bulls and Mavericks over third quarter points. Okay. I like it.
What is it?
Over third quarter points.
Shit. Hold on. Jalen Duran just got ruled out.
Yes.
Okay.
We were just about to get off too.
I have to go pick up chips. Like I literally got to go in 5 minutes, we should wait. No, it's okay. Let's wait and see if we do it. Let's see if we can.
Like literally just got ruled out. Like
happen. Yeah, Durant just got ruled out like 30 seconds ago. Yep. Now I need to see if this is something that was already pending. Did we know Jalen Duran was questionable?
That's a good question.
He was questionable. He
his
didn't
props are on the board, though.
in this team's. Okay, he didn't participate in this morning shoot around. Okay, so if his props are on the board, that's good. So let's kind of give this. Let's give the market a minute to see what happens. Yeah, Matt, this is a guy that's played 30 plus minutes in every game for Detroit.
Maybe
so
he was. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I was thinking
about.
Maybe I was thinking about another teammate.
Okay, so if Duran, they might have already had all Pistons off. So I see his fantasy score up on Underdog.
Oh, really?
Do we have him on Prizepicks? Yeah, his fantasy score is up on UD. I'm going to check Prizepicks. Do we have Duran props over on Prizepicks?
No.
So, yeah, we don't. Okay. Well, maybe they were already thinking that he might not play. Yeah, he's not even on parlay.
I'm thinking that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Also, Jordan Poole under looks very good now for fantasy. I think we already took him, but now his odds are going. Are they playing the Pistons? Who are the Pistons playing?
The Pistons play the Trailblazers. Washington plays Atlanta.
Not correlated whatsoever. Gotcha.
Yeah. No.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I'm not saying anything. That's underwhelming. TJ, thanks for underwhelming me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. My fault.
Thanks so much. Kawhi Leonard under rebounds plus assists just popped up, by the way. So
on what?
On Prizepicks, but it's nothing crazy. It's over 54.3%. All of these fantasy scores, guys, do not be afraid to take these, man. So many people, they're like, "Why are you taking all unders, guys?" That's just we're playing the cards that we're dealt. Like, what do you want us to do? Like, it's just math, you know. It's just math.
Just math.
Barstool setting there's a 33.2, DraftKings 30.2, and then Betano 32.7. So we'll call the average around 33, 32.5 ish, maybe closer to 32. Regardless, way off from Prizepicks.
Yeah.
UD flash sale. Okay, everybody's freaking out. Rebounds on flash. Wait, hold on. Did they do that again? I can't believe it.
Yeah, I don't know what their deal is. Like, hey, he's out. Guess what? Bump. Like, it is pretty crazy.
I mean, hey, it's getting impressions.
Yeah, it's good marketing. Yeah. I have a slip here.
Right. Yeah, I know you have to get off. So.
Yeah. Matt, I just entered. I just fucking removed it as I hit enter. You shit me. I was just putting in the chat. I played with that Asur Thompson over 6.5 boards. I played Killian Hayes under 10.5 points, and then I paired it with Scotty Barnes over 4.5 assists. I was literally about to put it in the chat, and as I clicked enter, they removed Scotty Barnes' assist.
Well, I'm on UD.
Yeah, you can definitely take a Coro under points. That works as well. Yep, on UD with that Asur Thompson flash sale from 9.5 down to 6.5. I call them bankroll builders that they offer.
All right, guys, that's all we got for you. Listen, we got so many fans. Do not be afraid. Don't be those guys that just roast me in the comment section about how all these players are good or whatever. LeBron James still looks good at 42.5. He got bumped down. Listen, that's the market adjusting. So don't listen to me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just looking at the data, guys. Appreciate you guys showing up here. Hopefully, we have a lot more. I would pay attention later this evening. If you guys haven't signed for the optimizer yet, do so now. Use TJ's strategy where we're just watching the market. We're waiting for people to get rolled out, late slate breaking injury news, all that to adjust, and just refresh your optimizers. I'll be live tweeting all night for Fliff plays. So if you guys want to jump on board, I think tonight you guys want to give me a game, whatever. Do you know what game's being live broadcasted? I'll live tweet that game.
I'm sorry?
What game is being broadcasted? Do we know?
Probably, I don't know. Maybe Denver and Minnesota. Could be Brooklyn and Miami. Let me check on. I'll tell you.
If you log on ESPN, it'll just tell you.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing it, buddy. I know how to look. Don't patronize me.
What is it? $59.99, Anthony.
Clippers and Lakers at 10. And that's
it.
Yep.
Well, I'll live tweet that game.
Oh, Pelicans and Thunder. Sorry, 7:30.
Pelicans and Thunder. Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that. I will live tweet that game, guys. Follow me on Twitter. Follow TJ on Twitter, TJ_DGF. See Matt Downs, my Twitter, guys. And I'll give you guys some free money. So let's cash. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.